Hey there, first grade. We have got a very quick lesson today for you because that's just the way that it is. And then tomorrow will be normal, and then the rest of it. So, anyway, we are going to be continuing with how animals grow, and we are going to look today specifically at how a grasshopper grows. Which is very similar to how most insects will grow. All right, so we are on page 76 in your book. Ready? Page 76. The life cycle of a grasshopper. A grasshopper is an animal. A grasshopper starts its life as an egg. Now, I don't know about you, but that might be one of the funkiest looking eggs I've ever seen. That is a really weird looking egg. It kind of looks like if a grasshopper were to eat a hot dog, what would it look like? It knows, right? Doesn't it look really funny? It's just me? Okay, sorry. All right. The young grasshopper hatches, right? Comes out of the egg. A young grasshopper is called a nymph. It's a tough word to say. A nymph is a kind of young insect. Nymphs look like their parents a little bit, but nymphs do not have wings. No wings. A nymph does not have wings. And so it says, a grown grasshopper has wings. Grown grasshoppers may have young of their own. And then the life cycle begins again, right? So, little baby egg turns into a nymph, and then it's a grown-up. And then it has more eggs, and then it has nymphs, and then it has grown-ups. And then they have more babies, right? So, that's pretty much the way it works for most insects. Sorry if I just bumped the camera. All right, so this one says, circle the dragonfly nymph, and tell how you know that it is a nymph, right? So, again, in this picture, you'll notice that they are a little bit more different than the grasshopper nymph and the adult grasshopper, right? Or at least I feel like they're different because the shape of this one, right? Its body is a little bit chubbier, right? I don't know how else to describe it. Dragonfly bodies that I normally think of, or at least that last segment of them, their thorax, I believe it's called, is a really long and thin, whereas this one does not. It's long and thin, but not like super thin, right? So again, which one of these is the nymph and which one is the adult? So we're supposed to circle the nymph, which is going to be this guy, right? Okay, and what does this one have that this one does not? Right, and that's how we know, right? This one does not have any wings. And no wings on the insect tells us that it's a young version of the insect or a nymph. All right, so next question says, write how a grown grasshopper is different from a nymph. I've got my answer written already. And we kind of just talked about it with the dragonfly, right? The grown-up one has wings, right? So it said, and I wrote a whole sentence with a capital and a period and everything, you guys. So it says, a grasshopper has wings. The grown grasshopper, anyway, right? Whereas the nymph does not. At Home Lab, this is always a super fun thing to do, right? These usually don't require any materials or anything like that. So this one says, learn about the life cycle of an animal. Make a poster of the animal's life cycle. Now I'm not assigning this. I'm not making you do that. But let's say you have a favorite animal. Let's say your favorite animal is an octopus. And you have not really thought very hard about how the octopus becomes the octopus that you know and love, right? So what is an octopus life cycle? How does it grow? And does it hatch out of an egg? Does it have a live birth? how does it change throughout its life? Does it just become a bigger version of itself? Or does it go through stages like they do in here, right? I don't know. I actually don't. I haven't thought much about it. I would assume that they come out of eggs, but I don't actually know. So again, learn about the life cycle of an animal. So that's going to be my job. I'm going to look up an octopus, and I'm going to tell you at the beginning of tomorrow's video what the life cycle of an octopus, because now I can't stop thinking about it. I'm like, what is it? Huh? I don't know. All right. So anyway, you could choose any animal. Maybe choose a really weird one. A lot of times also insects will have larvae. And a lot of times we think of larvae as pretty gross, but how many of you love caterpillars? Caterpillar is a larva of a butterfly, right? So, though many larvae are disgusting and I don't want to be anywhere near them, caterpillars are cute. Why? I don't know. I also don't like centipedes and basically anything with more than 8 legs, like they gross me out. But a roly-poly, love those things. Yeah. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed this super short video, and I hope that you take a minute to just try to figure out the life cycle of an animal that you're interested in. And I'd love to hear about it. You don't have a response that you have to do today. But if you did this, I'd love to hear it. I would love it. All right. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.